Hello. Just waiting to see. We get some people here. But for anybody who's watching this in the replay later, I don't want to wait too long. Okay. We got a couple people here. Let's see. I'll give it another minute. Anybody watching later? Oh, let's get that lined up properly. Anybody from YouTube yet? I see we got several people from Facebook. Nobody from YouTube yet. I think that's my wife logged in and the MUSiPOLiTiX account. Comment if you're watching so that I know you're here. You guys know how these Monday night promo hangouts go. I did a good job, right? It's 6 o'clock. I said I was going to try to keep it at 6 o'clock consistently. And despite the fact that I've had so much on my plate, I have kept it consistent at 6 o'clock. So I need much applause for that. So far, it looks like just Nia's here. We got a dozen or so people watching, but nobody else has commented. Comment so that I know you're here, and we can start talking about what we got coming up. Let's see. So somebody's commenting as Facebook user. Now, let me just, that probably means you're in the group. And if you want to have it show your name, then what you have to do is you have to go to this link. I'll post it in the comments. And once you go to that link, I'll be able to see who you are. If you don't, hey, Stephanie, if you don't care, I mean, you don't have to do that, but I think it's nice that everybody can see who you are. So when I put you on the screen, you know, people know. That's the link. If you're watching via the group, just make sure you go to that link. Give it a few more minutes for people to get here. Nothing too pressing to talk about. Hey, Marcus Cooper from Austin, Texas. Welcome. Chris Lundholm. Chris is going to be one of our drop-in guests tomorrow, or one of our scheduled drop-ins, I believe. So that'll be fun. So let's start talking. People can join us. So first of all, tomorrow is MUSiPOLiTiX CLASSiC. That's what I call it. I'm open to better names, but that's the name that I could come up with for when it's just me and Michael with no formal guest. And, you know, we'll talk as men do, and then hopefully some people will drop in and talk with us. We usually ask a couple people ahead of time to make sure they drop in, to make sure we have something. And tomorrow that's going to be Chris and a woman named Z Johnson, who you guys probably haven't met before. She's been in the comments on a few of the shows, but that's tomorrow. And I actually have to do the StreamYard test with her. Yes, Stephanie, I can see you now. See, look, there's Stephanie. And with it, I think it's a cat. This is your cat. Hey, Brandy. So, yeah, so we've got a couple of scheduled drop-ins tomorrow, and then a few other past guests said they were going to drop in, and I really hope that they do. Let me see if she replied. I'm going to reply to Maya. You see Maya's got a new T-shirt up. I'll know that we're hanging out with Maya tonight in about an hour and a half. Let me see if oh, she replied with a laughing emoji. I don't know if that counts. I was serious. I wanted Dr. Nikki to drop in tomorrow and tell us about what's going on with the medications that our president is allegedly taking. Let me just tell her I am serious. Because that would be, I think that would be a great drop-in to have if she could come on and say, look, here's the list that they released. Hey, Mama Penny. I think that would be a great drop-in tomorrow if she could stop by and just say, hey, here's what they released to the press that our president is taking, and here's why that's bullshit from a medical standpoint. So we'll see if she's willing to do that. But I mean, that's meant to be the fun of the CLASSiC episodes is we don't know who will drop in. We're expecting Chris. We're expecting Z. Anybody else is a gift. I extend the invitation to all of our past guests. The only one, much to the dismay of the Soul Asylum family, the only guest that I don't expect to drop in normally would be Dave, just simply because Dave does not have, I don't believe he has a computer at home, or I don't believe he has a computer with a webcam, at least. I think he's got like a computer from 1995 or something like that. So we could pretty much only expect to see him when we formally have him as, did I say formerly? I meant formally have him as a guest. That's the only time we're going to get Dave. So don't expect Dave drop-ins. But anybody else can drop in anytime. You don't know who you're going to see. Might be Christopher, might be Andre Simone, might be Calvin, might be Tiffany. You just never know. Hey, Crystal. So that's the beauty of tomorrow's show. And then we're going to do those on, I've used the phrase select first Tuesdays. So the first Tuesday of months when we don't have something better to do, basically. And so hopefully you all know by now that Tuesday, November 3rd, we do have something better to do. We're going to have the entire Soul Asylum gang, and that has been formally put into place. We're not going to announce it until the week before, but you can feel free talk about it in publicly now. That is public information now. All the management has been looped in. They're going to put it on the Soul Asylum page, I think the day before. I'm going to put it on the MUSiPOLiTiX page a week before. But you guys want to talk about it, you can. And as soon as I have a flyer, Jesse's going to make a special flyer for us for that. As soon as I have that flyer, I will distribute it to anybody that wants it, so that you guys can start sharing that, and we can promote that more than a week in advance. So for the Soul Asylum fans, because I know that a lot of core members of our family come from the Soul Asylum family. I know I saw Brandy here, and I think, Stephanie, are you from the Soul Asylum family? Is that how I know you? I don't honestly always remember where people come from. Mama Penny's from my glasses family. Chris is from the music family. There's people that we know from all over. So I don't always remember where people come from, but I know we have a lot of Soul Asylum people that have joined us as a result of Michael being a part of Soul Asylum, or as a result of Dave's first episode. So you can officially start talking about that now. We can officially, and I'll probably put it in the group before we say anything publicly. Probably as soon as I get the flyer from Jesse. In fact, let me just send him a message now and just see if he's if he has said anything. Because if you guys haven't noticed, if I don't do stuff right when I'm thinking about it, then I forget to do it. So, what just happened? I don't know what just happened, but here we go. Oh, actually, I clicked an ad. Did you get what you need for the flyer? ? Okay. Oh, I know Stephanie through Margie. So for those who aren't aware, I was a guest judge on a American Idol style vocal competition earlier this year, and they asked me who's my favorite singer, and I said Margie Cox, and hardly anybody knew who I was talking about, so I got to educate them. If you like the glasses, join the Facebook group Affordable Eyeglass Addicts. All the hookup to all the glasses you could ever want. These are prescription. They turn into sunglasses when I go outside, and they probably cost me $30. So I don't believe in keeping the blessings to myself. All the hookups that you need are in that group, Affordable Eyeglass Addicts. So anyhow, we talked about tomorrow. Tomorrow is MUSiPOLiTiX CLASSiC. We're going to have drop-ins from Chris and Z, and who knows who else. I hope some other people will. I'd love to see the judge again. Love to see Calvin. You know, whoever can come by, we want to see you. And then we talked about November 3rd. So let's talk about the schedule between now and November. Excuse me. So I'm really excited about October 13th. October 13th will be our first guest that is not from the musical or political world. We have comedian Abby Crutchfeld. She's also the, I believe she's the first guest that comes via my wife. And one of the things that you guys probably know, if you stick with us, is that Michael and I are very, we are the type of men that consult our wives on pretty much everything. They run the show, and we just get to look like we call the shots. And so I will get my wife's opinion on lots of things, and I'll get Kim's opinion, and Michael will get Kim's opinion, and you know, and that's where a lot of our feedback and counsel comes from. And my wife has been wanting me to book this person for some time, and we just couldn't figure out how to fit her in, but we did. And I'm very excited about it. She's up and coming comedian. She's been on Colbert and Kimmel, and who else is there? I guess there's Fallon, and you know, she's been on all the late night shows, and so I'm very excited because we're used to having musical guests, and we're used to having political guests and activists and stuff. But this is something different. I really wanted to have a bit of a palate cleanser because I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely getting election fatigue. I am part of why I'm so drained is our news cycle and the insanity and the politics and the pressure and what's going to happen to the country based on who wins in November, what's going to happen to the country based on the stupid shit that our president does every day. And so I really wanted to have a palate cleanser. So that'll be the 13th. And then for the following 2 Tuesdays in October, we have the final 2 parts in our 3-part series featuring Black women politicians from around the country. We have another politician from Texas named Jasmine Crockett, I think. And then we have a politician from right here in Wisconsin, Sheila Stubbs. So that's our 3-part series featuring Black women politicians from around the country. And then we're at November 3rd. And I'm just kind of in the process of thinking about what we're going to do as far as the show. I mean, and life after November 3rd. It's really, really hard to predict based on what happens on November 3rd. Because keep in mind, it's not just an option of one of 2 guys winning. There's also, you know, that it's unclear. It takes a long time to count the mail-in ballots. It could be a court battle. There's any number of things that could happen that is not as clear-cut as Biden or Trump winning on November 3rd. So part of me says don't book a politician for the next Tuesday in November. Let me look at that date so I'm not just... why is this so hard? November 10th. So part of me says don't book a politician for November 10th. We need another break. And part of me says, well, whatever happens for the election, people are going to want to talk about it. So we should book a politician. So I haven't talked to anybody yet for that date. I'm still kind of up in the air, and I'm open to suggestions. And since, you know, this is kind of where the family chats during these promos in the comments, although I haven't seen a lot of our regular people here. I haven't seen Jesse or Diane or I can't remember everybody's name. But so definitely open to some Maya. How can we forget Maya? So definitely open to some suggestions for November 3rd. The other thing that I'll float here, and just keep it in mind as far as our regular people, is we are going to take a end of season break at some point between November 4th and the end of the year. We haven't decided exactly when yet, but I feel like it's important. We don't want our viewers to get fatigued. We don't want Michael and I to get fatigued. And there'll be holidays and stuff like that. So we're going to take off a certain chunk of time somewhere between the election and, let's just say, between the election and inauguration. Because it is a politically based show. There is politics is in the name. So let's just say sometime between the election and inauguration, we're going to take a break for anywhere between, it could be a week here, a week there. It could be a whole month off. We haven't decided yet, but I think it's important. I think it'll help us build momentum. I think if people take a break, and then they'll be excited when we come back. So not sure when we're going to do it. And, if we're off for the holidays, we'll still celebrate the holidays on the show somehow. We'll do a Christmas episode or something. So, don't think that you're going to, not have us. But we're figuring it out. By the way, I just noticed this was in the shot. Don't forget, if you don't have your merch, everybody was asking for Sarah art. We have all the Sarah art merch now. I'm wearing some as we speak. So I want to see it. Post pictures in the group. I probably do know somebody. I'll have to think about that. I know a handful of people at UW here in Madison. I'd have to kick that around. Part of it too is we've been, with exceptions for Soul Asylum, we've been focusing on booking BIPOC guests. And if not that, then LGBTQ. So, I've been exclusively looking in those areas when I've been seeking out people. So I'm not sure, but I think I know even some people at UW that might qualify. Yeah. Again, it just depends on how much, I think when we do, sometimes it's funny because sometimes we do stuff that is meant to be political, and then we end up talking about other stuff. And sometimes we do stuff that's not meant to be political, and we end up talking about politics and social issues. So we'll see. I'm just, I'm not knowing what's going to happen November 3rd. I'm glad that we decided to do the Soul Asylum thing, because that's going to be a fun night no matter what happens with the election results, whether we have a decided election Tuesday night or if they're still counting ballots days later. Either way, we'll have fun with Soul Asylum being with us. So that's, I'm glad we decided to go that route instead of having a bunch of political guests. Okay, so I've talked about the guest schedule from this week coming up. Please, obviously come hang out with us tomorrow night. Share the video, share the flyer. But I want to really make sure that we give a really strong welcome to Abby, the comedian, a week from tomorrow. So please help me promote that episode. I'll put the flyer up on Wednesday. I usually get it up on Wednesday. If I have a busy day on Wednesday, then sometimes it doesn't go up till Tuesday. Thursday. So I'll put the flyer up on Wednesday or Thursday, but I really, really want to have a strong audience for her. So please invite people to the event, share the flyer, share the why did I lose my train of thought like that? Share the live video once it's up. We really want to have a strong audience for her. You know, she's a well-known comedian among comedians. You know, she's not, you know, a household name yet, but she probably will be. And we'll get to say that she was on our show by, you know, when she's, you know, the next Kate McKinnon or whoever. So what else? We're going to hang out with Maya tonight. So who all is getting their, what's the new shirt? Their Balance t-shirt from Maya. Anybody getting a Balance t-shirt? Let me see if I can put it on the screen. Share screen, Chrome tab. Did that work? I am definitely going to get one. You should get one too. Is there a way to do a close-up? So, and of course, the Monday Moment with Maya is tonight. I'll be there. I hope you guys will as well. Is there anything else we didn't cover? The t-shirt. Let me post the link. It's gonna be one of those long and sloppy links because I'm linking directly to the product. So don't try to type all that out. Just copy and paste it. Let's see here. That's definitely something that I would wear. I'll wear it to church. So, yeah, we're going to hang out with Maya tonight. Again, just like I was talking about last week, let's do everything we can to support our online family. Invite your whole friends list to like Maya's page. Invite your whole friends list to like Michael's page. Invite your whole friends list to like the MUSiPOLiTiX page. Because if they don't like all those things, they don't deserve to be your friend anyways. So please, let's help people get their likes and their engagement up. Maya is too amazing not to have thousands of followers on social media. And so let's help her out. Anything else that I'm missing? I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a long to-do list, and I've been trying really hard. Even with, you know, I'm still dealing with doctor's appointments and recovery and stuff like that, and I've been pretty wore out. So I'm trying to get everything done that I can. I got so much stuff to do yet tonight. Even after Maya's show. So I'm caught up on Maya's podcast, though. Anybody else? I went and listened to her most recent episode. Actually has a mutual friend, somebody that I can't remember if I met through Maya or if I met through somebody else and just found out that she knew Maya. But author Darling Moore, that's her real name, Darling, was Maya's most recent podcast guest. And her episode was wonderful. So check that out. If you missed our episode last week with Judge Dominique Collins, man, wasn't the judge amazing? If you missed it, go back and watch it. She was phenomenal. We were so lucky to have her. She's just doing amazing things. And, not a lot of people missed it because of the debate. So I hope that have we talked about the debate? My God, that was a clusterfuck. So hopefully, if you didn't catch it live, you go back and catch it. So, okay. I think I've covered everything. I was hoping that some of the people that normally hang out with us on Mondays would make it if I talked for long enough. But since I didn't see them here, I will hopefully see them over on Maya's at 8:30. So thank you, everybody who was here. Stephanie, Brandy, Jamar, Ian, Chris, Crystal, Penny, Marcus, Nia. I think that's everybody that commented. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll catch you later tonight over on Maya's Be a Possibility, Monday Moment with Maya, and then you better be at the show tomorrow. So thanks for watching.